Hello, beautiful kindred souls, and welcome to my crafting corner. It is Key, and we are back with our Forest Falls freebie project. This video, as you probably already know from the title of this video, is going to be assembly. So we've been working sort of parallel with multiple different signatures. There's more of them in this volume here. Just sort of exploring various different types of decorating and making strategies in this collection of videos. The Forest Falls collection is intended to be sort of a, ideas for folks who are maybe just starting out in crafting, or maybe need a little bit of a refresher, or you just want to sit with me and craft and make on your own and just like have me in the background, not really paying attention. That's awesome too. But it is meant to be a little bit of an entry level sort of collection of videos. And we've been simultaneously sort of making components here and there and sort of making several different signatures. But today we're going to be focusing on this one signature and assembling it, basically putting it together using all of the bits and pieces that we've been making over the last several videos, and putting it all together. So off camera, I mounted and inked several of these. So these large tags, some cards that were sort of left from other making, like the left bits from other making projects, and then some of these medium-sized tags as well. So I just kind of like put together some things, and we're going to be using those components after we sort of put together some of the other bits. We're going to be using those to like fill it up. So the intent, and I've already started scoping some of this stuff out already, the intent is to spend the next bit of time just sort of going in to complete this project. Just working to completion, or as far as complete as we go. I usually don't like to go past 40 minutes. So anything that I don't get to, I'll probably do off camera, and then the next time you see this particular signature, we'll be doing like a walkthrough of it so you can see how it looks when everything is sort of put together. In previous videos, we also made these lovely clusters as well. So I'll be placing those as needed and desired throughout the project. So I'm just going to put that off to the side. There are some like kind of little mini projects that I'll be kind of charging through as I'm also working through this. So again, it's sort of just a hodgepodge. The intent is to get this done, or as close to done as we can in our time together in this video. Okay. So let's go ahead and just get cruising on that. The Forest Falls, the primary 5-page mini kit for the Forest Falls papers, is available for free when you sign up for my email list. So once you sign up, that is what you get basically for signing up those 5 pages. You can download them right away and start working right away with this set of digitals. As an email subscriber, you get free digitals to your inbox every week, as well as exclusive discounts to items on my Etsy shop, both physical items and digital items. So if you're interested, consider signing up down in the description below. There are several, at least again, at this time of this video coming out, there's a set of half size. I'm gonna call them half size. I don't wanna confuse anybody. So half size papers. So it's basically taking the full size papers, shrinking them down to half size. Those are available on, I'll try to remember to link them in the description below. And there's also a set of, I think it's like 5 pages of tags, where the digitals were sort of repurposed into tags. These big tags, there's 3 sheets of the big tags, and then there's 2 sheets of these smaller tags there. So some of these other digitals were like freebies that came out within the last several weeks. So if you've If you're already an email subscriber and you've been since day one, then you'll have access to all these things. If not, you can sign up right away and then from now on be getting all of the stuff, all of the freebies. All right, deep breath. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go in order here. So we made this topper together in a previous video. This is gonna be the cover to my project. So I'm just gonna glue this down on 3 sides because I do want an insert. Like I want it to be able to put something inside of this. I'm just gonna grab my 3-in-1 glue. I'm actually gonna take this away from that. And I'm gonna put this, I was just like scoping some things out. I don't wanna forget where this goes. So I'm gonna leave this attached. I just want like a flat surface here. Okay. I'm gonna put my thumb where I should not glue, and then I'm gonna glue around the other 3 sides. You can of course glue this straight flat right on with leaving no space behind if you want to, of course. We're gonna try to center this as best we can. Scoot it over. And just use a little paper towel when I smoosh to collect any seepage. Straighten it out if needed. Okay. Put it up a little bit. Go. Give it a, just applying that pressure until it sets. Okay. Cool. So we do have a little pocket on the side. I'm not going to mess with that until that dries. So we're just going to leave that be. Since we're here, I think I'm going to do a little bit of inking and some stamping around this pocket. Just a little bit of inking here. There we go. And then I'm just going to get some of my little text stamp here and just do some, it doesn't matter, I just need a little something, something. All right, I'm just gonna add a little bit of layers, just some visual layers to what we're working on. Oh, that went here, I think. Okay, so we are gonna glue on these pockets. This one needs some inking. Okay, this one's already inked. This one has tabs. I'm actually gonna remove the bottom tab. It's just easier to use the pocket when you don't have that there. But if you want full use of that pocket, you can of course use that tab to gain full access, but I feel like it causes more trouble than it's worth, so. Didn't snip this. Go ahead and do that. What are you guys working on right now? What is, or I should say, yeah, what project or projects are you currently engaging in? I probably have like 20 projects in addition to this one going on at the same time. Sounds about accurate for me. Is it straight? Kind of. Not. I don't know. Look at that. Straightish. Sorry. Straight enough. All right. And then this one, I'm gonna put along the 3 sides as well. This is gonna function as a pocket. Okay. Okay. Lovely. So that is that. Yay. All right, next. So I'm gonna put that up there. This is our next one. We're gonna look at. All right, so we made this insert in a previous video. So, and the plan was to fully mount this down. So I'm just going to fully mount it down. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just applying glue, making sure to put a little extra over our cheesecloth here. I'm just gonna mount it in the center, or as centered as my eyeballs will allow me to get it. Just hold it up so I can see. Looks pretty good to me. All right, and we're just gonna hold it down a little bit, give it a little time to set. Okay. Especially at the edges, it likes to lift sometimes at the edges. Okay, so while that's sort of setting, we can attach this belly band tuck pocket thing that we made together in a previous, I think we made this together. Oh, I need to make a hidden paper clip, so hopefully I remember to do that. I don't know if I'll get to that in this video, but we'll see. I don't really see this, doesn't look inked to me, so I'm just gonna ink around. Maybe we didn't make this together. Maybe we made another one together. I don't remember, admittedly. I think we did make a different one together, but it was really similar. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put glue at the top and the bottom because this is a vertical belly band. Bottom. Doesn't have to be centered, but I'm probably gonna center it. There we go. And this just opens up. I don't know, I might add writing paper or something to it. I don't know. But I will also make a little closure piece for it. We're just doing big moves in this video. So we're just trying to secure the big move so we can sew the signature together. Okay, so that one is done. This one, I think I had plans. I think this was my plan for this one, was to make this a pocket here. Not very much. Don't necessarily want or need it to go all the way to the top here. Get something behind. Okay, so I am gonna have a little tab, so I think I'm gonna cut it like here. Those pieces probably aren't even really attached. All right. Okay. So we're going to create little tabs. It'll be a little smaller. Okay. Just gonna cut at an angle. That, yeah, we're gonna need to do that. Ow. Don't cut your finger. Don't do that. Okay. And we're gonna ink around. All right. We're gonna do it on the, we're gonna put glue on the tabs, as well as a strip along the bottom. All right. I'm just gonna add this little circle punch. I'm gonna ink around it. I took the circle punch and then punched a butterfly out of it, excuse me, out of it, and then I'm just gonna mount it down on like part of it so that you can still tuck something in there. So I'm just gonna put a little bead of glue around the very edge. Just part way. Okay. So then that could be a smaller tuck spot for smaller ephemera pieces. Am I on this camera? Kind of. All right. Tap that for now. All right. So that's a little pocket there and then a little pocket there. So that'll dry. Let that dry. I'm gonna cut the bottom off of this again. It's always nice to have the option and decide, so you can add the tab. If ever in doubt, add the tab, and then you can always cut it later. This, I'm not gonna glue it while it's on that. This is coming up, so I'm just gonna put a little glue at that peak. Keep it glued. I'm gonna just add glue to my tab here. I'm just gonna go, oh, forgot to put glue, a bead of glue at the bottom too. All right, next. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make this horizontal belly band. This is gonna be a little bit more involved than some of our other pieces. That's okay though. I'm just gonna cut this straight across. Put that waist knot, want not. So I'm just gonna tuck that in my little bin. We are gonna have tabs, of course. And we're gonna place it a little higher than, like not halfway. You can do halfway, but I'm gonna do it a little higher than halfway. Between the middle and the top third. Okay, that's gonna be, and I would say you want it a little bit in from your spine because you don't want it to get caught in the spine or to interrupt the bending of your journal, or to like bulk up the spine so that it won't close right. Okay. We're gonna cut our corners in, of course. And we're gonna put our glue on our little tabs. And here too. Huh. Don't know. That's too much like half. I think we're gonna do it here. Down a little bit, okay. Yes, this piece is crooked, but we're just gonna put some cheesecloth across it, so that's gonna like obscure the view of how crooked that is. So just gonna try to unbunch this. I'm gonna put it at the top here, but I'm also gonna add a cluster too. Come on now, act it out. Right, that, okay. Now let's see what cluster we want to use. Maybe that one? Maybe. Oh, this one. Okay. I'm not against it. Let's do it. I'm just trying to be careful because I don't want to tear up something. Okay. I am going to put, this is sticky because I use double-sided tape. If you watch me make that video, you see that I start with double-sided tape down first. So it is sticky, but when I add it to the journal, I always add a little bit more. Okay. Well, that's our little horizontal belly band. Cute. All right, and then this needs to be sewn in. There's nothing to like add there. All right, we're gonna do another vertical belly band. This needs to be inked around. Of course, we're just gonna have glue at the very top and at the very bottom. And it's not quite centered, but let's see. No, you can't see me. I'm just like pressing these down. It's not really. Okay. There you go. Vertical belly band. Can certainly add some fibers on this edge here, or on this side, or both sides. I don't know. Okay. Probably gonna do it on both sides. Okay. I like to keep these little nibbly bits that fall off too. They make wonderful material for clusters and little scrappy bits and stuff like that to further decorate, further add layer, further add texture to your projects. I know this is a bit of a struggle moment, but that's okay. It'll end shortly. Okay, just gonna add a bead of glue up this far side. You want to scrunch a little bit. And we're gonna fray it a little bit. I'm actually gonna put a bead of glue in the middle too, so that these bits can close in on each other. We can do some more pulling from the top. Let's pull from other locations. All right, I'm gonna do something similar to the other side. And just sort of scrunch it up a little bit while I am gluing it down. All right, that's that. We're just gonna place that back. All right, let's see what else is left. All right, so for these pieces, I think I'm gonna put this back here. Let me check our time because I don't want to. All right, we got a few more minutes. I think we're almost done with this task. So I think I'm gonna put this here. I'm just gonna have a little pocket that's very crooked. Okay, still crooked, struggling. Fine. Okay, I'm gonna put it close but not quite to the middle, and then we're gonna fold it just inside the edge of this tree on the other side. Pull that down. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and ink. All right. All right. Then add our adhesive to tabs. And we're gonna have a bead at the bottom. Shouldn't glue on top of other things. That's not something you should do. Okay. I'm just pressing this down. The towel is picking up any seepage that's coming out. Okay, so now we got our little pocket here. It's a double pocket because we also have a pocket that direction too. Okay, and then we're gonna put a pocket belly band combo in the back. So I'm gonna cut this out. And I'm gonna mount this on some brown paper bag. Ooh, excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Might not be in camera right now. Sorry. All right, so when I cut this out, I'm gonna want tabs. Try to act out with me. All right, I'm gonna want tabs on the side. You should let your glue dry fully before continuing forward with your project. We're on camera, so I'm just gonna keep cruising along. I'm not gonna put tabs on the bottom, but you certainly can if you want the full access to that pocket. I would rather have a smoother transition, taking things in and out of the pocket, than having the full use of that pocket. All right, and then we're also gonna do a little vertical belly band as well. So I'm gonna mount this little strip here, left over. It was a scrap from a previous project. for the same Forest Falls digitals. We're just gonna leave little tabs at the bottom and at the top so we can get more function out of this little belly band pocket or tuck spot. Okay. We are gonna ink around this once we're done cutting. Right. While we're at it, we'll just ink around this other piece too. Since we're here. You should let it dry all the way, then it won't peel up like you just saw. If you let it dry down all the way before you fold it, it'll actually create a really great little stopper for your crease. So let it dry all the way. Oh, we are a little raggedy in here. Come over here, rip these little snaggly edges, little snaggly bits, lift them up so they don't interfere. Okay, with our pocket. Again, let it dry. Okay, here we go. My hands are not right. They're so dirty right now. So gummy and not right. Okay. So this is gonna go here. I'm just gonna go ahead. Ooh, okay. There goes the glue stick. I don't think I need it anymore. Hee. If I do, you're gonna hear me struggling. Trying to get it. You're gonna have me struggling. Okay. Oh, almost forgot my bead of glue on the bottom. It's definitely happened before. For sure. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna mount that on down there. Use our towel again to catch any seepage that might be trying to squeeze out. Okay, we're gonna just make sure that our waterfall is the right direction. We're just gonna add some glue on the tabs for this little vertical belly band, this little mini vertical belly band, which I probably should have measured it first. That would have been a really good idea to make sure that it fits, because it doesn't. And now we're just gonna fold it to make it fit. Okay, that'll do. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. All right. Whew. Well, that was a whole thing. All right. I think there's some other things that I want to do. Let me look at that. All right, we're rolling up on 40 minutes. I'm just going to close this up. Yeah, did you see that? Big pocket covers up text that you don't want people to see. That's right. Recycle, reuse, renew. Holla. All right. Just a little bit of glue on the edges of this bigger piece. Again, using our little towel to catch seepage. This might be a little bit of a longer video. It might be more like an hour, because we still have to sew it together and then put all of our ephemera, place our ephemera throughout. All right. I'm just gonna go through it to make sure we didn't miss something. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we got everything, at least that I initially intended. So we're gonna go ahead and sew this project together. I have my little kit here. We'll use black or dark gray. Oh, my 3 tools. Well, I guess not quite 3, more like 5, because I do have clips. I use clips to keep my bits in place. So I'm actually gonna go to the center. I'm gonna open it out because it's like a little booklet thing here. So I'm gonna open this out. Make sure that I'm putting this in here right. Okay. So there we go. Just want to make sure that that is where I want it to be. Make sure. Just gonna do a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You can use elastic straps if you don't want to sew it. You could staple it. You could do a lot of things that's not sewing it. So this is just what I'm doing. Do whatever works best for you. Okay, I'm just gonna clip those in. Okay. All right. I feel like I've been working on this for so long. Okay. It's like finally sewing it together. Just feels like a big accomplishment when you're working on something for so long. Okay. We're gonna need a like 2.5-ish. If I can find the end. Wow, this is on struggle moment. That's not it, is it? Nope. Here it is. Okay, cool. 2 and a little bit more. Thread my needle. In through the center. To the top. Don't stab yourself. I've done that before. Drawn blood and everything. Pull that through the bottom. Back in through the center. You're trying not to split the existing thread. Trying to get it through. Okay, it's not functioning, so I'm just gonna use my awl to help me. Hopefully that works. To line up all the papers. It's like if you can get it really flat, it'll work the best that way. Did I get it? Yay. All right, and you're gonna wanna make sure, well, I'm just gonna pull mine through, right? Then we're gonna we wanna have one side, one of the cables on each side of the string in the middle. We want the cables to be about equal, unless you don't, right? Unless you don't want that. And that's fine. Maybe you want one hanging lower so that you can put charms on it or something like that, so. Okay. You can obviously trim those. I'm not going to because I might add something to it later. You can always trim them later too. But you can't add more if there is none, right? So if you cut it too soon. All right, I'm gonna take those off. I'm gonna go ahead and fold that back in. And there she is. I always feel so accomplished. When I sew it together, I'm like, ooh. Just feels so done. Okay, so this one is gonna be a bit of a fun moment. Let's see if we can do that right now. So So this was intended to be held in place by a little bit of a trimmed situation. I didn't want to trim it beforehand because I didn't want to. You can like measure and stuff to make sure you're getting a really accurate version. If you're uncomfortable with just sort of guessing. So we got this little tab here. Now we can make it regular. I'm actually going to ink around it. I'm going to like crease it a little bit too. Let's see if I can ink around it a little bit. This is meant to be a writing page, you know, and you should be able to just write right over that, but I just wanted something to tuck that in. There we go. To keep that flap from flipping all of, you know, flippity flopping all over the place. So that's what that was for. All right, now we can, where are we at? Okay, okay. We still got a little time. We put it together. We did a lot. All right, so I've got some pieces here. We're just gonna find homes for these. Some of these I've already scoped out as a home, like this. I'm just gonna put this, we made this on camera together. Just a little journal pad there. Okay, sweet. Cute, cute. I think this was supposed to go in here. Supposed to, it's quotation marks. Okay, let me put my sewing stuff away before I lose my needle, because that'll be what happens. I'll be looking all over for it. Here's the all too. Keep my little sewing kit together. Cap my glue. See, it gets restless over here. Restless. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? I think I'm going to put maybe. We're gonna put a little wolf here. I'll add a tab to him too, or her. I'll add a little tab. Let's see. I think I had, I did make some paper. Like I said, this video is like really about getting as much in as possible. All right, she's struggling. It's okay. Getting as much in as we can in this session. So you can see how I put some of my finishing touches. So I just made, this is brown paper bag. And I just put some gesso on it and just did some stamping with text. And I use this for tabs sometimes. See that? And just going to make that. If you have one of those difficult to find whale tab dudes, this will be a lot more straightforward for you because you won't have to do all of this. I could put a little butterfly on it. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to attach it to this card, and I'm just going to keep on moving. There's still a bit left to do. Use my 3-in-1 again. Come on, glue. Stop acting out. I'm not acting out. Anybody playing with you? Okay. Okay. There we go. Do I want it centered? Probably not, because I usually tie, like if I have a closure that's like fabric or something, I usually tie it around the middle, and then tabs and other things get caught up. Okay. There you go. Got a little tab. You can obviously do more with that if we want to. Okay. I think this is okay. I don't think I'm gonna add anything. Wondering. I'll come back to this pocket. I think I might want to add something in there. Okay. Let me place these tall, skinny things that have a specific location first. This one goes here. I'm gonna need a tab for this one as well, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to get it out. So let's see. I'm just gonna cut these out of my way. Let's see. And you can obviously make a bunch of these at once, so you don't have to do what I'm doing and keep making them as you go. You can just make a bunch of them at one time and then just grab as you need. I like that one better. Okay. All right, this is gonna be at the top. And I am gonna try to center this one. I will see how successful I am. Okay. Oh, weird. You're not weird. I don't know. Okay. It's gonna go in here. Should be able to go all the way in there. Uh-oh. That's what happens when you don't let the glue set. It does weird things. Okay, yeah. Cool. So that's all the way in. I might have messed it up though. Nope, I didn't. Okay. And then we also have one of the talls in here too. And I'll probably end up needing to make a little tab for that one. I'll do that off camera. You've seen me do it a couple of times. Let's press on. I mean, at this point, you really can just fill these any way that you would like. There we go. I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something. I am gonna have, okay, that's too wide to fit in there. And we just got, this is a belly band, so we can just add as much as we want. All right. All right, we can just fill it up, fill it up. There's pockets all over the place. In this project, so fill it up. I don't have any really small ephemera, so I'll probably end up making that off camera and just to be able to add to some of these other small areas and create some layers as well in some of the smaller pockets and stuff. All right, so yeah, I mean, this is we're rolling up on the end of our little sojourn for this particular signature. Okay, we don't want to double that. That's too much of the same thing. And we also have something back here as well. I don't think this is wide enough. Well, it kind of does look wide enough, doesn't it? And it is. Look at that. Okay, so just put a couple of bits into here too. And there she is. That signature is nice and full. It's got a lot there. I'll probably end up pinning this down with a paper clip. Where are my paper clips? Where I left them, where they should be, actually. Just to keep this from wiggling about, because it is moving around. So I'm just gonna put that in there. All right, so this is where we're gonna part ways in this video. I am going to do a handful of things off camera, and then I will come back and do a full flip through of this signature. Again, this will be the signature that we give away when we hit 100 subscribers here on YouTube. So if you're not already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. You of course have to be a subscriber here to qualify as a winner for this signature. I'm gonna finish it up and then do the full flip through for it in a future video. So thank you again so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you in an upcoming video. Be well.